So I'm here at my piano in my studio. You can see the chaos around me. I'm going to talk about the inversion of the resonant chord from Messiaen's technique of my musical language. There was a question on the video where I talked about the resonant chord. I'll put a link to that video down in the notes. I used some very unclear language about a key step in the process of inversion because, if we talk about chord inversion in like regular college Western theory, it's a very straightforward process. But for Messiaen, it involves really focus on the structure of intervals within the chords. And there's a step that I refer to as bumping it down. Not the most helpful way of describing it. So I'm going to go through specifically example 209 in Messiaen's technique, and just really talk through as clearly as I can with a screenshot what's happening. So the resonant chord I won't go into a lot of detail about how it's constructed, but it's based on the notes of the third mode. And in this example, it's based on C sharp. Okay, so this is the chord: C sharp, E sharp, G sharp, B, E flat, G, B, C. And the first inversion of that chord is this: C sharp, E natural, G, A. So how do we arrive at that transformation? So the first thing to be aware is that Messiaen voices the chords particularly. So, and he treats each hand separately. So if you look at the left hand, C sharp, E sharp, G sharp, B. C sharp to E sharp is 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. E sharp to G sharp is 3. E sharp, F sharp, G sharp, 1, 2, 3, right? And then 3 up to the B natural, 1, 2, 3. All right, so you need to think of it as an arrangement of those intervals. 4, 3, 3 in the left hand. And then in the right hand, it's 4, 2, 3. Right? From E flat to G is 4. E flat, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2. And then 3. Right? 4, 2, 3, and 4, 3. Okay. That's the first thing. The hands are separate, and those intervals are important. Now, we're going to do the same process, the same algorithm for each hand. The first step is to take the lowest note of the chord and put it on the top. So if I'm looking at the right hand and I have E flat, G, A, and C, I'm going to take the E flat and put it on top. Okay, so far so good, right? That makes sense. So I have G, A, C, E flat. Okay. Define that by intervals, and I have from G to A is 2, and then from A to C is 3, 1, 2, 3, and then from C to E flat is 3. Right, so 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3. Keep that in mind. This is where I used the unhelpful term bump it down. What we're going to do is keep that same interval sequence, but transpose this inversion down to the original note, which was E flat, right? So I'm gonna move my G, A, C, E and transpose it to start on E flat, which is how I get E flat to F, which is 2, F to A flat, which is 3, 3. So the inversion is to take 4, 2, 3, and end up with 2, 3, 3 in the right hand. Does that make sense? That's what I meant by bumping it down. I'll go over that again. E flat, G, A, C. Take the E flat, put it on top. So now I have G, A, C, E. Messiaen defines the chords by the sequence of intervals, which is a 2, right? From an A, G to an A is 2 half steps, 2, right? And then from A to C, which is 1, 2, 3, which is 3. And then from C to E flat is also 3. C sharp, D, E flat, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. So, and then, sorry, I'm carried away by the beauty of these chords. Messiaen talks about this process as generating a stained glass effect, right? It's one of the images that he returns to time and again when he talks about his music, is creating this colorful, right? Remember, he sees chords with particular colors. Stained glass, these chords moving in space as if it were the light from stained glass moving through the room. Right? And this process of inversion is really how he creates and constructs chords that are related but different and not functional. Right? And so then you would do the same thing on the left hand. C sharp goes up, and then taking that same interval structure, which is a 3, 3, 2, and started on the lowest note, the original low note of the left hand, which is C sharp, and so I get this chord. So the left hand transposes from this to this. So that's what I meant by bump it down. Thank you for the question. I hope this clarified, helped things. So there's a point here. My observations are, I'm going to use the word intuitive, but you could call them vague. And I think that's appropriate, right? This technique is not a system. Messiaen isn't describing some kind of proto-serialism here. He's capturing his experience. And I've said in other videos that I feel like the fingers on the keyboards came first, and the definition of the chords came afterwards. Yeah. So, yeah, questions, please. I love the dialogue. I love the back and forth. Just let me know if you have anything else you'd like me to dig into. Thank you.